Okay, welcome back. We have moved to the very exciting new color purple, and we have a lot of experts. Especially, we have two new crazy smart brain joining us, Emily and Josie. They are all expert in purple. Would you want to introduce yourself?
Emily.
Hi, I'm Josie.
Nice. They are all famous by beating ad with their purple decks. And we'll start commenting on the purples. Yeah, let's go.
So the first card is Cusco Temporary Whale, 5 uninkable. Once during your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, you may return chosen character, item, or location with cost 2 or less to a player's hand. Then that player draws a card. That's a terrible card. I hate letting my opponent draw a card. So
Hey, but what if
Give
you
you your
bounce
own
your own
card.
card?
Give
Yeah.
you your own card.
yeah, but it's uninkable. That sucks. I feel like it should be more OP if it's gonna be uninkable. I do
I
think
agree.
the whale is kind of cute though. Let's talk about the
Yeah.
art.
It's cute points. Art, cute
Do you
points.
see do you see Cusco's hair on the top of that whale? Did anyone notice that?
I see it
Oh,
now.
it's like a bow
You,
aesthetic.
no, that's his hair.
Yeah, it's his
Yeah,
hair.
yeah, but it looks like a bow. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Wait, what's the lore behind it? Like, why is he a whale?
In the movie, he like there's this one scene where he like drinks a ton of these like random potions because he's trying to get back to becoming a human, and like he will like drink these random ones, and he started becoming like different animals and stuff.
Oh, so there's gonna be
You've never
other
watched this movie, have you, Ed?
a long time ago, Loki. But
Lies, I don't
and
believe.
no, I know somebody that's been cooking with this card. Are we supposed to leak secrets? Probably not. Oh, what if you
Well,
bounce
you're
back your
thinking
T-Bow
Blurple.
and then you T-Bow again, and then you bounce back your T-Bow again, and then you T-Bow again, and then you bounce your T-Bow.
That is
You know what I mean?
that
But
is a
you
little bit
can't.
interesting.
But this is a 5 on ink. You can't play this until like at least turn what, like 4?
If you
If you have
T-Bow
like blue.
into this,
Blue tipo.
and then what? Oh. You do T-Bow. No, you do
Popsicle?
sail
Waffle?
turn 2, then turn 3 you do like T-Bow plus something. And then the next turn you have 5 ink, right? So you play Cusco, and then you ink something, get back your T-Bow, then you play T-Bow again.
Well, you're short in ink for that, but yeah.
No, you go straight to 5, right? If you do ramp into another ramp.
You go to 5,
7
okay.
to
But
play
then
Tipo and Whale.
Yeah.
yeah, don't you need 7 ink to play both Tipo and Whale?
Oh. Yeah, okay, never mind. This card sucks.
What are you doing?
It sucks.
Get out of
Okay, go
here.
next.
Cool. So we introduce a new mechanism. We have two cards in our hand, and our right hand is red, representing we all feel good for this card. Is could be a playable, and please raise your like a
No,
red
mine's the
card.
other side.
It's the other
Oh,
way, right?
Red is bad.
Red is bad,
oh, red is
Marshall.
bad. Okay, sorry.
Red is
Okay,
red is
Green is
green
okay.
is
go.
Let me
Red
do
is
that again.
Start over.
Sorry. Yeah. Red is
Okay.
bad. Yeah. Cool. All right, three,
Josie's
two,
face is
one.
so funny. She's like, hmm?
yeah. I was like,
Oh, so we are introduce a new mechanism to share our opinion during the commentating, and we have two cards on our hand, and on our right hand is usually a red or like a ruby card representing a no. So everyone, please raise up your red card to the screen and to show you don't like this card. Okay, and we also have a green card on our left hand representing a yes. So if we feel this card is playable, we will raise our left hand. Uh, Everyone, please raise your yes card. Okay, cool. Let's go. All right. Diablo. Evasive and a challenge +2. So naturally, I don't like Diablo, especially when people shift on Diablo. So I give no. But actually, it's good. It's better because this is a purple green card. Okay. Honestly, I think it might be good in the aggro deck since it's invasive, and I also have the challenge plus two. So okay, I will give it a yes, but
I mean,
Mm,
I think it's a no just because like it has 2 health, and I think the 2 cost slot is kind of valuable right now, especially in like green purple. Um, and I don't know when like this challenger thing would be like viable. I think my main problem with it is 2 health. It's already like green purple is already very susceptible to like all the steel removal, and I think this card kind of just fits under that blanket.
unless I'm shifting, I'd rather play Go-Go, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
There's
I
at
mean
least some upside
Go-Go.
there.
I mean Go-Go you can like challenge with it. I mean you can challenge with this right over Go-Go. And
Sure,
yeah, I
or
mean
even
sometimes you
Hiss,
could shift.
Sir Hiss as well.
Yeah, I mean the main upside is probably just to shift on it, right? If you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, but do you ever? I mean, it's like the next turn. Do you really want to shift on a 2 cost and only have one body on board?
Yeah.
I think it's for like when you have 2, specifically if you have 2 in your hand, you can shift and then play the other one on turn 3,
Oh,
and then you draw 2 cards. That's the only time, but yeah, I think I see what you're saying. Like realistically speaking, it's not
Like,
very good.
unless you're playing crab and then you have a 6/2 Diablo.
That'd be pretty good.
6/2. Do we even need a 6/2?
guess to kill Daisy.
Maybe.
Location.
I can
This
see
kills
how that could,
Daisy. This
yeah,
kills Daisy and
it can
survives.
help. Yeah, it can help, but it's not enough just on its own, right? But I mean, what are the green purple like 2 costs that we're comparing to? Like, uh, what's that card?
Snake,
The 3/2
Go-Go, Sir Hiss, Bonsai.
Bonsai. Yeah, Bonsai.
Bonsai.
Like, is this better than Sir Hiss? That's my main question.
I'm actually not sure.
Sir Hiss is 3/1. It dies even quicker.
I mean, this dies to human Sisu.
Yeah. That's the main
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
Okay, just kidding. Okay, it's definitely red now. Red.
Red for sure. And it's gone.
All right. A 4 inkable Jafar, newly crowned. This is not done yet. During an opponent's turn, whenever one of your illusion characters is banished, you may return that card to your hand.
Okay, so
Purple.
it's like the best case scenario is like you have your giant cobra, and then you play this, and then they have to banish it on their turn. Like what if they just banish it the turn you play your cobra? Then what? This card's like literally useless, right?
Yep.
Oh, it has to be on opponent's turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have Raja, Giant Cobra, and Iago.
Yeah.
Are those the main?
Those are the 3 illusions we got this set.
Oh,
I
only
mean,
3?
The 3 like I mean they're the 3 like good ones, I think. Maybe those are the
like
only 3.
playable, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing about this is like you're comparing to the other characters named Jafar in the 4 slot, because like when people see this, it's like, oh, maybe I could shift Jafar on this, right? To
Mhm.
play Jafar
Mhm.
wheel. But it's like, is this card even better than the other Jafars?
The
Like
Snake one,
compare,
I think, is on 4.
yeah, like the
Well-
hand. Like what about Hand Jafar? Like Loki, is this card better than Hand Jafar? Like Hand Jafar can be pretty big, right? Huh?
What card is Hand Jafar?
Like the 0/5, and it's like based on how many cards you have in your hand.
Oh, I see. I see.
You know what I mean?
I feel like no one ever plays that card. I'm like, what is
exactly,
Hand
right.
Jafar?
Yeah. Hand Jafar.
I think is the comp probably, right?
Yeah,
The Snake
Marshall's
Jafar
red. Yeah,
steel.
probably red.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's a red
probably
for
red.
sure. This card sucks.
We
Waste
also
of
need
a
more
reveal.
illusions, I feel like.
It's reds
Yeah.
for no
But even
one.
then, it's like during your opponent's turn though, and
Yeah.
like I think it requires too much setup for this card to be useful.
Yeah, and I feel like on 4 I'd rather just be playing like a rabbit or something.
Or
Yeah,
Genie.
Or even Genie. Yeah, I think that's probably the main issue. Like it's contesting like all these really good 4 cost like Amethyst cards.
Yeah. Alright, next card.
Okay, next card. 4 cost Inkable Iago. Evasive Vanish. 4/6 Illusion. So I mean, like we said, it's supposed to combo with like the previous Jafar, right? But I mean, dude, the 4-cost slot for Amethyst is already too packed, and like I don't ever see this card being playable.
The stats are insane though. 4/6
Yeah.
and
But
evasive.
it's literally. I mean,
I'd
6
rather
is
be
big, but it's
I'd rather
like,
be 4/4 and quest for 2.
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be pretty good. But I think the
Yeah.
main problem is like it's still like just significantly worse than Genie and Rabbit and Vanish. I think will actually make this card a lot worse because I do predict like a bunch of like Steel to be very popular, and this getting one shot and you like paid for ink for it is like really sad if that ever happens.
They throw like a 1 ink fire at the cannons, and you're like, boom, Yago dead.
Yeah. Or like even like let the Storm Rage on, they get to draw a card, even worse.
Any action.
Right. Yeah.
I think
They
we only have
they're gonna
three.
distract it.
We only have 3 illusion cards so far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
I
Right.
mean, I think they still need way more upside for it to be playable. But maybe that's for later when we talk about Cobra.
Seems like very format dependent. Like if there's just like no steal,
That's
Yeah.
a never.
that's definitely a never. Next card.
This one's Madame Medusa, 4-cost inkable, 3/4. Whenever this character quests, you may deal 2 damage to another chosen character of yours to put the top 3 cards of chosen player's deck into their discard. Quest for 1. I don't feel like there's a deck yet that cares about the top 3 cards being milled, whether it's your own or your opponent's. So I don't know. The effect seems kind of like a double negative to me.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think
Josie and
only if
yeah.
only
I mean,
if
they're
the Foul Job song become popular, right?
Which one?
Oh, the Madrigal one.
Yeah, the
Oh.
magical one. If
Eh?
it's popular, this
Wait,
could
why
be a
would that
counter.
matter? Oh, I see. I see. To unstack the top of the
to like
deck.
counter the thing. Okay, that's a
Yeah,
stretch.
yeah, that's the only word.
Make sure they don't get Bruno value.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think
That's
the
Yeah.
worst is that this is a red purple card, and I feel like it doesn't really fit into red purple.
yeah. I
Yeah.
agree.
Who designed this card, man?
Well,
It doesn't fit the theme at all.
Yeah,
Well,
like
why
red
would
purple is like all control and like removal, and this is
Well, the
not.
deal 2 damage is the ruby part, and then I guess milling the top 3 is the amethyst part. But yeah, I agree. Like, it's not
No.
doing the things that we want to do in current red
that's the
purple.
2 damage of the character of yours?
Yeah, yeah, it's like teeth and ambitions, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, it still contests the 4-cost slot, which we said earlier. Like, to all like
Super
so many
crowded.
good amethysts. Yeah, like
Yeah, super
I
crowded.
don't know when you would play this, or if you. Yeah, doesn't this card makes no sense. I don't get it at all.
And if you quest, it probably gets eaten, right?
Oh, Eden
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
for sure. Yeah,
Either that or somebody
card
gets
is sad.
Rapunzel value somewhere.
yeah, this card is just sad. Even if they
Yeah.
made it 4/4, I'm like, bro, this is literally unplayable.
I only
And
wanted to
it-
Just
include this
the
card 'cause it's
effect,
like
like
the
maybe
twink.
the effect will make sense in a future set. I don't see how any of this is desirable.
Yeah, this card sucks. Okay, go next.
I-
It's funny because I'm literally seeing some of these cards for the first time.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
good.
we're gonna
Yeah,
cut that.
yeah, everyone.
I'm kidding.
Oh, but this card is so cute.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's my turn. So yeah, this is a Raja, the Ghostly Tiger. It's a 2-cost, inkable card that's an illusion. Has the stat line of a 3 strength, 3 willpower character. Since it's an illusion, it has the vanish effect. So yeah, we talked about vanish, and a quest for 1. I don't know. This card competes with like Smee, competes with like Calhoun, and a
Yeah, but
non
those are
purple
steel
steel
cards.
decks. Yeah, but I'm like mostly thinking about like purple steel, like because if you're playing illusions, like more than just Cobra in your deck, you're probably playing Jafar. And that's purple steel locked, right?
But a 3/3 2 cost is kind of nice if you're not
Yeah, I'm
playing.
kind of into it.
If you're
Yeah.
not playing steel, Like obviously, if you're playing steel, it's taking like Calhoun and Mr. Smee. But if you're not playing steel and you're playing a purple something, kind of nice to have a 3/3 body on turn 2.
This is
I mean,
true.
Dice of Storm, that's the main issue, right?
Yeah.
Like historically speaking, like when we play red purple, and they have Cindy and they storm your Raja, you're like, bro, what am I even doing with my life, right? So I think because of that, like I don't think this is very playable.
Yeah,
So the
but
question
Um,
is like, do you play this over Snake? You wouldn't, right?
Oh,
No,
definitely
never.
not, man. Snake is insanely broken. It's most. I
And
mean, it's like,
so would you play it instead of Flynn? I guess.
yeah. I mean, is this card better than Flynn? I don't think so, man. Like, if I rather have something get stormed and that actually has a good upside, it's definitely not this card. So yeah, I don't see where like what shell this would fit in, right? Like
Yeah.
maybe if someone
well,
plays like the Jafar thing.
that's the ramp on 2, so that's a no go. And then purple steel, we talked about the
What
steel
about
2
green
drops are better.
purple?
Green purple. Mm,
Like, is this better than like Bonsai?
inkable at least, and that's relevant from a deck building standpoint.
I think. I mean, but gaining 2 lore is so much better than 1 lore on 2.
Well, that's the thing is like I think
Yeah.
in green purple you want either some kind of like evasion or you want 2 lore
Or 2
in
ones.
your early
Like
cost
I don't
character.
think they even want to play any 2 costs, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I feel this deck may be playable at the beginning of the meta when there's a lot of aggro deck like a Diggy Diggy, like a for red purple deck you do not have too many early answer. Remember we discussed like replace Flynn with other some like that 2 job as an early answer to the aggro deck. Maybe this one could be playable only specific for the aggro meta.
I mean, you get Storm though. That's the problem. Like, if they have Cindy Storm, even Strength for 1, right? They just target you with Strength, and then you just die. You're like, bro.
I mean, better this than like Sisu, right?
Yeah.
I mean, still, like they. I think the problem is like if you get chained together, like all the songs and stuff, like you lose so much tempo, um,
Mm.
from playing this on 2.
All right, it's getting the red from me. Maybe green. Maybe
Yeah.
green.
I
I'll
think
give
it's
it
red,
both.
but I mean, time can tell. If Steel becomes less popular, yeah, of course this is maybe playable, but still, it's like, is it really better than like Flynn in like red purple?
Yeah, definitely not an RP card. I could definitely see like a
Yeah.
purple steel like illusion center
Maybe
deck,
purple
though.
Steel. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Smee Calhoun thing is very hard. Like, they're literally
Yeah.
the best 2 costs in the game, right? Like,
Easily.
I don't know how this guy can compete with it.
Okay, 5 costs, Sven, Keen-Eyed Reindeer, Rush. When you play this character, chosen character gets -3 attack this turn. Quest for 1 and it's a 2/6. I like the rush part of it, but it doesn't really do enough damage.
Yeah, I think that's the main
If it
issue.
was like a
'Cause
3/6, then we'd be talking.
Yeah, it is a
3/6
big
would be relevant.
difference. Yeah.
Because it
2/6
competes with like
guys, big Sisu.
Elsa, right?
Elsa, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, would you ever play this over Elsa?
No, because it doesn't. Elsa has rush too.
Yeah,
And-
yeah. So I'm saying they're comparable, right? In a way.
This one also does
Yeah.
invasive like Elsa.
And Elsa
Mm.
It's a-
exerts.
So it's actually worse. Yeah.
You get a -3, I guess, so you could take out something
Yeah. Small combat
Nah.
trick.
die, but usually, like, I feel like a character that has a lot of attack power where -3 makes a difference. You're not really
Mm.
gonna be able to banish them anyways with 2 damage.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's too low impact for like a 5 cost. Like, I want
Yeah.
something that does more than this. And I can't even think of a scenario where it's like, I want to play Sven with my 5 ink and like get some kind of value thing. So yeah, that's a red for me, dog.
I do like the
True.
art though, because Sven is very cute.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like Sven. The art wise, at least.
He's
Card,
so
not
funny
playable.
in the movie.
Wait, which movie is he from?
Oh
My
my
lord.
goodness, Chris.
Yeah, wow.
Jesus.
And can you not
Next.
gatekeep us? I had no idea either.
Wait, I'm serious.
What?
Okay, next card.
Next
Really?
card.
Okay, so for this card, whenever one of your characters challenged, you may move 1 damage counter from the chosen character to chosen opposing character. So that's remind me the meta when people start to play Bell. Is that like a move 2 damage to the other or 3, 2? Uh, so, but I feel this is hard to combo with your like board trading thing. So it's I lean to like a unplayable personally.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I mean, think about like how do you even get this to work? Like you play this on turn 3 and then
No,
what?
I think
We're
you
yeah.
can't play this on turn 3. I feel like this is like a later game when you have like more characters, right? Then you like play it and then you start taking things out.
I mean, the main thing I'm thinking of is like you play turn 2 Mother Gothel, like the one that damages herself, and then you play this, and then you challenge, and then immediately get to move something. So
You don't
I
die
think
first. There's no way you
yeah.
don't. There's no way that Mother Gothel survives though.
This happens
So I mean,
pre-combat, right?
yeah, pre-combat. So I think that like the one scenario where it's kind of good is like let's say you're going against Daisy. This is kind of good against Daisy, right? You play Mother Gothel into Mother Gothel. You challenge Mother Gothel, move 1 damage to the Daisy, and then your Mother Gothel will be able to take it out and still survive. So that's like kind of a pipe dream, though, in my opinion. Like
Yeah. 2
this,
cards to take
like
down a Daisy.
yeah,
But you
it's
can
so
play
good.
Just play Fox on 3.
Fox or Crab, you can still take down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
these.
think that's the main thing. And I mean, even as a standalone body, like I would rather just play like a Sisu, right? Like
Mhm.
you're mostly comparing this to like Sisu as like a standalone do nothing, and that card just does like way more.
I feel like this
So
card is meant for the red purple like Bernie version, or like people might start playing like all the cards that, oh, if this character challenges you get 1 lore, or if you be an issue character you get a lore. And there are like a ton of new cards that does that.
oh, like the challenge matters, but I think that's not like
Yeah.
red purple. I think that's the main thing. Like
Yeah, it's
those
like
are
more
like
red-green,
red
right?
steel.
Or
That's
red
like red
steel.
steel deck. You know what I mean?
With
Yeah.
Mushu.
So
You play this card and then like play turn 4, rush Goofy to challenge. Does that work?
yeah, but you
Oh.
need like some damage to move around. So
Yeah,
I think that's what we're talking about, like pre-combat. It needs to be already, the damage already has to be existing before that, right?
Yeah.
So, oh, maybe you can challenge with this Mother Gothel first, get some damage on her, and then challenge with the Goofy. But that's so that also sounds cringe. So I don't know. I can't think of a good scenario with this card, to be honest. Yeah, it's a red. Red.
Oh, from chosen character to chosen opposing character, it can move damage from the
Opponent.
opposing character to opponent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But
you can.
I
Yeah.
think all of them are worded this way. Like I think Bell can do
Yeah.
that as well.
It's like Bell.
Mhm.
It's literally Bell, right? Yeah.
Bell for
Well,
one
Bell
is
can move
way more
like
conditional.
move more
Yeah.
damage, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, similar effect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This card sucks. And here we are, the giant cobra.
Okay. The inkable 3 cost giant cobra, ghostly serpent, vanish. Mysterious advantage. When you play this character, you may choose and discard a card to gain 2 lore. It's a 4/4 body with questing for 1. I mean, gaining 2.
Green.
Really?
This card's nuts. I've been testing with it. I love this card.
Oh, you've already been playing.
Yeah, it's good on the draw, good on the play. Challenges Sisu.
4/4 is pretty good stats though for 3 costs. Inkable.
Man, if you get Storm though, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah,
That's
if it gets
I think
Storm,
it's like, when do you want to play this card, right? It's like, do you want to play it on 3, or do you want to like do Cobra bounce Cobra for lethal, right?
mm-hmm.
Like I think its main applications is probably that, like Cobra bounce Cobra when you're at 16. So I think it makes it so like you just need to get to 16 and you can win the game. And I think that's like kind of the enticing part of this card. But
I
if
mean,
you
I
did
think
that,
it's flexible. Like you can hold
yeah,
the board with it at the beginning. Like if they Cindy turn 1, then yeah, like maybe you think twice about it,
you
right? Or
don't
if they
play
have
it,
some
yeah.
singer. But like if you're against like green purple or something, I mean, what are they gonna do?
Because like, what does Purple Steel even play right now? It's like Tinkerbell, Lawrence. I guess
Oh,
Lawrence
true,
is
there's
also
Lawrence.
pretty
4/4.
susceptible. It's like equally susceptible, right? To like Storm. Like you kind of turn him off, but this one, yeah, straight up just gets banished. But at least the Lawrence, you can still like quest with it,
For
right?
2, yeah.
So yeah,
It's pretty aggressive.
but
feel like-
I think
I kind of like it. I
Mhm.
like the reach
I
though.
like
I
the
feel like that's
ATB
interesting.
effect the most about it. Instead of playing Lawrence and like the more traditional versions of PS, like are playing what like 16 3-cost characters. So this takes up
Mhm.
like that like Tinkerbell Lawrence slot, whichever one you decide to go.
Mm.
Or even like replace. So I see some builds like cutting, some of the top end as well from purple steel to play this.
Are you saying, Emily?
Oh, I was saying, I think I just don't like the vanish effect. Because can't you technically use any like action? Like
Any,
even
yeah.
Yeah,
feel
literally any.
+1 attack, it's
Mhm.
gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before I start playing Distract, Helping Hand,
Yeah.
Improvise,
Painting the roses
Painting the
red.
Roses, right? Oh, that's the bomb
Painting the
one.
roses red is crazy. Like,
Yeah,
it's the
seeing
best
your
one
two
of those because
costs
it's also
banish
singable.
2 Cobras. Can you imagine 2 of your Cobras gets banished?
And draw a card. And draw a card. You do that while
I guess that's
singing.
why it's like that's why I guess the Jafar is supposed to protect them in some way, right?
Yeah, I
And
think
I guess
that's
it
the
also has
idea.
some synergies. Yeah, but I think it's still too gimmicky, I think. But I mean I can see like if they don't like target it, yeah, it's a 4/4. It's actually quite large for a 3-cost, right? So I think the main thing is that like right now, because there's not a lot of good 3-costs, it's actually fine to play this versus like earlier when we were looking at Iago. There's already so many good like 4-costs that
Mhm.
it can't compete. But given how kind of weak the 3-cost slot is, it's totally possible to play this card. Okay, I'll give it a playable, honestly. Good enough for me.
Yay, playable. Yep,
Playable.
sure is. Okay, next card.
Okay, 2-cost Honey Marin. When you play this character, if an opponent has an exerted character in play, gain 1 lore. I mean, I honestly don't like these like kind of if there's an exerted character, do X, like Dolores kind of thing. Dude, and look at Dolores, man. That card can draw a card and it's still not played. And like I think now, given that we have like White Rose and Goat and stuff like that, like those cards are just better than this, right? Like is this 2/2? It's a 2/2 also. And earlier we said like 2/2s are basically like the worst stat line in the entire game. And it's conditional as a 2/2. I don't like it personally.
Do you know which
Oh.
movie this is from?
Nope.
Is it Brother
Frozen.
Bear?
Frozen.
Oh no. Oh, it is
Wait,
Frozen.
actually?
actually?
Oh, that was a good guess.
Yeah,
I've never seen Frozen.
that's
Like,
why
what
you
is
don't
the
know who that
relation?
is.
Oh, I see.
I was slightly different
I'm kind of out
opinion.
on
Like
this.
this probably work in a purple steel. Like for example, you play Cahol. Like you're like when you play Cahol, like your opponent kind of like stop questing and make your board like able to grow a little bit. Like it's kind of stuck. Like who nobody want to go like first,
Mhm.
like start to challenge or quest at first. So this could be a like a icebreaker, like when you're in this situation, like no one want to challenge your class, but you have this card, you can like gain more lore than your opponent. It's
Wait, you
just like
need
when I,
them to have an exerted though.
Yeah.
You need them to have
uh,
exerted character to gain the
oh
lore.
sorry, my bad, I read it wrong. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Please cut this.
Sorry.
Title. Sorry.
Good.
So awkward.
I mean, I can still
Yeah.
see it being kind of playable though
Oh.
in like some of the more aggressive strategies. Purple X like aggro. They just have like so many
Like-
cards that just ETB like get lore now.
Maybe with like I guess like the dream scenarios, like you play this and then you play Doc or something,
Yeah.
but they also have to have the exerted for that turn. Which is like I feel like recently I realized people are playing like a lot smarter. They're not just like randomly questing and challenging. They're kind of waiting for their spots where they're like, okay, I'm gonna end the turn in the next like 2 turns or whatever. And then
Yeah.
they start going crazy. So Yeah, I mean, I never really like these type of like conditional effects. I think they're just better cards. Right? I think White Rose is still, second place, and like Goat is still the best.
Okay. Yeah. No, I agree.
Divided, not
We're
unanimous
divided, yeah.
decision. Yeah.
Come on, Team Tianhu. We gotta get it together.
Yeah.
Unite.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Next.
Sorry.
Okay, next card is 1-cost Inkable Merlin. 0/1. Whenever this character quests, name a card, then reveal the top card of your deck. If it's the named card, put it into your inkwell face down and exerted. Otherwise, keep it on the top of your deck, and it quests for 1. Man, you can't even play this in the Madrigal deck.
You know what people are saying about this card? You can play it with Merlin's Cottage, and then you can just quest with it.
Wow. That's actually, yeah, that's such an obvious synergy, yeah.
That's why it's his
Um,
cottage, bro. Merlin and his cottage. Hello. Yeah.
I
But,
am
I
really
mean-
excited to see more theme decks because I think as each set, they add more cards and there's gonna be like a possibility of like a competitive, theme-ish deck.
Mm.
Yeah.
How much does Merlin's Cottage cost?
1 or 2? Let me see. Merlin.
Hey, didn't someone play that card and like do well at a DLC with it?
Yeah, Lamb Chops. 1 cost.
Oh. Hey, shout out to Jonathan Lamb.
Oh no.
It's a 1 cost.
Oh no. You got
The
your
Merlin's
baited.
Cottage.
1 cost?
Yeah.
So you play this and then
This doesn't survive, right?
yeah, like what is like the scenario? Like what's like the best thing that can happen? You play like this and then
It's
like
1 cost delayed ramp for 1 if you have Merlin's Cottage, right?
that's kind of cringe. Maybe you play this and then you play another one and then you play Merlin's Cottage.
It's still delayed ramp for 1 each of them.
Oh. You go Merlin and then you go Sail, Cottage, then Merlin. And then now you're at 4 ink. Thoughts?
Dale Cottage. Yeah, I guess.
Then you get run
That's
over
kind of
by
okay.
Triple Daisy.
So what can we do with 5 ink and Blurple? You play
Elsa.
Donald Duck.
Elsa.
Oh. You play Donald Duck, and then you ramp into the new Donald Duck. Turn 4 Donald Duck.
The new Donald Duck.
Turn 4 3 Quester 25. Lower for your opponent Donald Duck.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that even good or no? That sounds kind of troll. Like I don't like where this is
Well,
going.
I'm sure that's in here somewhere. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Maybe playable.
Yeah, I mean it's not too bad, right? This is still like no, it's kind of bad. You need specifically Merlin's Cottage for it to be good.
Yeah. And even then, it's still arguable whether it's good enough.
Yeah, just get pop right away. But if they don't pop it, because like let's say they're playing aggro, you might be able to take them off a turn, and then you can do it again. Not realistic though, probably not.
No, yeah. I think they would just pop it.
Yeah, I'm popping it.
All right.
So playable? Probably not. Low key. Low key,
Red.
no.
Haiku no.
High key, no. Okay, next.
Oh, another Cusco.
So we
This
have
one's so cute.
Uninkable Cusco in his llama formation. And he's a 2 strength, 2 willpower character that quests for 2. He's evasive, and his effect reads: at the start of your turn, choose 1. Each player draws a card, or each player chooses and discards a card. This card sucks.
Low key playable. Because like I know they're trying to push the agenda where it's like the green purple discard. And I feel like this could work with like you chain it into like a Lucifer, right? So you make him like dump a bunch of cards in one turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like,
you
let's say
have
you go
to
like,
discard
Dude,
a
you're
card.
jammed
I
up
don't
with a
want to
4
get.
cost uninkable and a 5
okay,
cost.
so we're
I don't
playing a
want to
3.
discard a card.
So our entire curve is just all uninkables, right? So you go Curse Merfolk into 2 Cursed Merfolks, into Prince John, into Cusco, into Lucifer.
Where are you getting the ink for all of
Yo.
this?
The
Like,
hidden Inkcaster on turn 2.
Oh, hitting caster.
I mean, at this
No,
point,
but
I
like,
think.
No, you got to do the 2
Yeah.
merfolk.
wait, no, but like the Prince John into this card is actually not horrible. It's not horrible. Like it actually kind of fits nicely. Hey, don't give me that. It's actually not bad. I swear. That's pretty bad. What am I saying? It's pretty bad. No, Prince John into this, man,
Prince John.
and then Lucifer. Thoughts? Think about all the cards you can draw.
No.
Someone wise once told me
Enough,
2/2
right?
is the worst stat line in Lorcana.
Oh yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, this
it's
guy's
like
never
so
survived. What am I
bad.
saying, man? Yeah.
Like, if it was like
Yeah.
a 3/3, like, maybe playable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Like
sure
a
it would be
3/4?
kind of nuts,
Dude, you could have been
actually.
a 3/4 quest for 1. Like,
Wait, that's crazy.
I could,
Yeah.
it could have been
do
like a
like-
3/4 quest for 0, man.
4/4 quests for 1. Low key
Four,
playable.
4 quests. Yeah, that would be really good. 4/4 is a great stat line.
Yeah. I'm really glad people are going to be able to see Ed and his shenanigans and his spirals. Like, oh, this could be good. Just kidding. I was wrong.
Yeah, this card sucks. The
Yeah,
more I talk about it, the more bad. Okay, red. I really wanted to use the green because it's Cusco, but yeah, this card is just poo poo.
We'll make the green purple discard work one day.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I think I have to go. I really care.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye,
Can't
Marshall.
wait.
All right.
Say
Alright.
bye to,
See you,
say bye to the
Marshall.
audience. Remember to like
Bye.
and subscribe.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, Brian, you're in.
He's
He's at work,
probably
bro.
at work right
Yeah,
now.
Brian's probably working right now. This is part of the video, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, next card.
Okay.
Just cut him out. Cut that part out.
Okay.
Next card.
Who's next?
Me. Oh, okay. 4 cost Anna Icebreaker support Winter Ambush. When you play this character, chosen opposing character can't ready at the start of their next turn. 2/3 quests for 2.
Is there? Oh, wait, the other Anna is like the shift 5, right? Where you can exert their whole board.
Think so. Double check.
Let me look it up.
So I mean, if you're playing
eventually-
that,
Eventually, in Blurple, and Elsa's gonna
4
work.
actually. Just 4.
or that makes it a little bit more awkward. But I mean, still okay, I guess, because like that's like the only scenario I'm kind of thinking of. Like, you ramp into this, and then maybe you can freeze like some kind of daisy or something, and then next turn you like freeze their whole board again with Anna. And then what?
I don't know. I mean, this might be like low-key relevant in Blurple because of the support factor. So you can go like Anna into like Elsa or something.
And Elsa, it's like lore, whatever. You know what I mean?
What?
Frozen
I'm
combo.
excited. I think Anna Elsa deck Blurple is gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
We just have
With
to
the
pull
support.
all of the Anna and Elsa cards out and like take a look at it together.
Yeah.
I mean, the main problem is
Not
still, dude, it's a
fan
4
of this
cost,
art,
man.
though.
You don't like the art?
Yeah, it was
Really?
around the art.
I don't know, just not as cute as the Cusco ones.
What is she throwing? Like ice ball at like what's that? Is that Blitzcrank?
Yeah, who's Blitzcrank?
This art kind of makes me think of Honey Lemon.
Eh?
Because you know in Honey Lemon, she has her little backpack and then she's like throwing these little balls of like chemicals and stuff. Like, this is like,
The little
right?
post right here.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I love it.
Hey, I see what you're saying. It's like the go gadget type
Yeah.
aesthetic.
But she's just
Yeah.
throwing, I think, snowballs because she doesn't actually have any powers.
Yeah, but I think the main problem is still like, dude, I'd rather just play like Rabbit or Genie on 4 and then
Yeah.
do something else.
But I can't see a world where
Literally
ramping
everything
into
is
this might be a little
overshadowed.
But it's Blurple. You
Wait,
could ramp and play
okay.
this on turn 3.
Yeah,
But I
but wouldn't
was
you rather
to
just
just
play
play
Genie or
Genie or-
Rabbit?
Yeah.
Dude. Yo.
I mean, even
Yeah.
into aggro, you still want
Literally.
to play Junior or Rabbit over this.
Oh, like on the draw.
Yeah.
But then
on
you
the
don't get
draw.
to play Genie or Rabbit, man. Those
Yeah,
cards are
playing Junior
insanely
or Rabbit
good.
on the draw, like with Blurple, like, I mean, with Rabbit, I guess is probably worse than Genie.
Yeah.
Against
I mean,
aggro,
it's
I'm probably
also
reaching for Fox or Crab.
Yeah.
yeah. I guess upside's like it's inkable, but like I don't see it really taking somebody else's spot. I think that's like the main thing I'm thinking about. Like, whose spot are you gonna take in Blurple to play this Anna, right?
Yeah, that deck is super tight already.
Yeah, especially the 4 slot, right? Like the 4 slot super tight
Mm-hmm.
already with like Genie and Rabbit, and some don't. Don't they have to play Genie because like they're the best Genie Elsa deck, right, in the
Yeah.
format. So I think playing this would be kind of counterintuitive in that sense.
Kind of do like
Okay.
the freeze effect though.
Yeah, I mean it could be good like if you're on the draw, right? Like is Genie Elsa good on the draw? It can
Yeah.
be against like other ones, but this would probably be a little bit better against those aggro starts.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
next card.
Ooh.
Ooh, Elsa. Oh, is it my turn?
Sure.
7 uninkable Elsa Ice Maker. Shift 4. Winter Wall. Whenever this character quests, you may exert chosen character. If you do, and you have a character named Anna in play, the chosen character can't ready at the start of their next turn. It's a 5/5 quest for 2.
So what are the cheaper Elsas besides like the 5 cost Elsa? Like the 3 cost Exert Elsa?
Mm-hmm.
There's a 3
But
and
is that card even playable?
No.
But I think that is an inkable. Oh no, it's inkable.
There's a 2-cost Elsa, actually. It's new. Yeah.
The problem is like, dude, on turn 2 you just want to ramp mostly, right?
Yep.
If you're playing Blurple,
Or
for sure.
yeah, because like, is there any good 3 cost Anna?
Anna or Elsa?
Anna. Because like you want to do like maybe turn 2 Elsa, turn 3 Anna, turn 4 Shift Elsa to lock something.
Anna, there's like an uninkable 3 cost, which when you play this character, each opponent chooses and exerts one of their ready characters.
So maybe yeah, you can like lock 2 things down, but that sounds kind of not good.
Yeah, I think the Anna Elsa free synergy still needs a little bit of work before we can build a deck around it.
I mean, freezing inherently just doesn't seem very appetizing, right? It's like, why are you trying to freeze when you can just like banish straight up, right? And I think historically in all the card games, it's been like an issue, right? Like it's only a temporary solution, and usually early game that's not going to be good enough.
Hmm.
For
Except
the
in
lore,
like
good,
Hearthstone,
but
where like you could
playability,
like freeze and then full clear
right?
the board.
Yeah, they need something like that, right? Where it's like banish all exerted characters or something. That's like a cheap song that Elsa can sing,
Yeah, only Elsa.
something like that. Yeah. Wait, that would be like low-key playable actually.
I mean,
But
that would be crazy. Banish all exerted characters. Like that's really good in
yeah,
any color.
but I think no, they need
That's
it,
any
and it
price.
needs to be blurple. Like if they made like a blurple card, that I could see like this color combination actually working. But I think at the moment it's still like you rather just play Genie Elsa thing with like Hades or whatever to like actually give like a permanent solution to some of these cards. Red.
Red from
Yep.
me.
Next line.
Okay.
This is my family. 2 cost uninkable. Song. Gain 1 lore. Draw a card. So when I was like looking at this, I'm like, who can sing this ideally, right? And I know like they kind of give you a hint in a way where it's like they have the magical thing, so it's like a song you can get from the family madrigal thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think the only other card I can see this like singing is like Maui, because like Maui after you challenge with it one time, sometimes it just doesn't do anything, right? So at least you can like give him some use with this card. But I think the other issue is it's still like an uninkable card, and like if you don't have a readily available like 2-cost card to sing it, then it can actually get stuck in your hand and like kind of make like awkward situations. So it's either that kind of strategy or maybe like some kind of hyper aggro, but as like a finisher, right? Like this card, if you look at it, is kind of like gathering knowledge, but like half and half, right? So maybe in that sense you can potentially play it, but other than that, I think it's gonna make your inking and like playability of your hand a little bit worse.
Can you play with Maui Shark?
Oh yeah, Maui Shark.
Shin?
It's another cycler, right? If you're playing specifically red purple Maui Shark deck.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Oh
think
yeah,
RP
That's
Burn
it, yeah.
benefits like heavily from this because they can use like Cusco to sing it, right?
Yeah. RP Burn I think makes sense with this. It's just another cycler, right? It calls me this card, just like a lot of ways to cycle through like friends. Basically just gives you like more redundancy in terms of like getting more free lore from Shark. So that's playable or unplayable?
I think it's pretty playable. I think it's
I like
worth
it.
like putting some attention into.
Yeah, I think it's playable in the right shell, for sure.
Yeah.
I like it.
Something
I
to build
can
around
maybe
it.
see it for hyper aggro.
I could totally see it for like tons of different purple decks, like control and
But
aggro.
for hyper aggro, isn't gathering knowledge also to cost uninkable?
Play both?
Yeah, I mean this card, like worst case, you have to cycle it on like a card that costs or like gains more than one lore, which feels really bad.
You could just play
Um,
it. Like worst case is actually you just
yeah.
play it.
Worst case is you just play it, but like a lot of the time you just want to like send it, right, with like a bunch of characters and end the game that way. Especially
Yeah.
now that there's cards like, Goat and White Rose and stuff like that. Like these type of cards potentially got worse because of it, but you could just play it, yeah, and it might not be that bad. Extra reach.
Yep.
But still okay though, I think.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
The next
not bad at all.
card.
Whoa.
Okay, so this one is 2-cost, uninkable, show me more, action. Each player draws 3 cards.
The Enchanted in the set is so much better than the last
I
set.
know, right? This is so much better.
Just
Yeah.
more
Last set was like the gold,
colorful.
right? Like the gold
Yeah,
prospector
like
type
the
look.
yeah.
The bronze thing, yeah.
It's just like all the cards were the same color, and it just didn't look as fun.
It's
I
kind of
want
dull,
to
right? Versus
change
this
it.
very vibrant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like thinking. I think chapter 1 Enchanted, the bottom frame was still black, right? It wasn't
Mhm.
like a extended frame. So it's kind of nice that they've gone like extended frame and it's like super colorful.
Yeah. I do like the extended art kind of aesthetic. It really makes the card like kind of pop, you know what I mean?
But then you know if you got an Enchanted when you open a pack. So it's not secretive.
That's okay. We'll take it.
You would know eventually.
But
Alright, what
anyways,
do we
back
think
to
about
the
this card? Yeah.
card mechanism.
Uh, I don't know how
Always
I feel about this card. I can kind of go either way, I feel like. What do you guys think?
I think it
my
might be
problem.
playable.
I hate letting my opponent draw cards. So anytime I have a card that says they can draw cards, I just don't like it.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless
But
I'm playing like wheel, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play this, and then if you draw, then I'll wheel you. But outside of that, it's like, why
oh
did
yeah,
I give you
Jafar
3
wheel.
cards?
Oh, would this card be playable in Jafar wheel?
Yeah, actually, Jafar Wheel. I mean, I'm also thinking about this as a replacement for like Chromicon.
It's
All-
not
all
May,
Okay.
right? Like they have to draw
Yeah,
3
they have
cards.
to, yeah. This is like the mill deck. Purple
Oh
steel
man.
mill deck.
Yeah.
Oh, purple red mill deck. Oh god.
Oh god.
But I mean, I think when I initially looked at it, it looks like a Jafar wheel. like type card. I think it makes less sense in like an aggro deck because I feel like you still would rather play the Chromacron just because it's also inkable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Versus this one is a straight up uninkable. You just have to play it, and sometimes you would rather just like have the ink and do something else.
Agreed.
That's
A little less into this card, I guess.
I think we'll
Yeah.
just see how the set
Yeah.
like pans out. But it's a no for
Okay.
me, dog.
red.
Okay, so now we have Yzma, a 7-cost inkable card that is a shift 5, quest for 2, has 3 strength and 8 willpower, and it's also evasive, and it reads whenever another character is banished in a challenge, return that card to its player's hand, then that player discards a card at random. What do we think?
Like I'm trying to think like when would this card be good, right? Because it kind of has like a similar thing to like Bruno, but then the major downside is like you actually have to banish something in a challenge, right? And usually those type of cards are not easily like banished in the challenge. Like if we look at historically, like what do we want to use Bruno on? It's like Shark or like Beast, and then those things are the ones that you literally can't touch, right? So I think most of the time the stuff you banish just like leave it be, right? So the only other scenario is like when their hand is empty, and then you have like a Prince John, and then you challenge and you get to draw a card. I think it's literally only that situation. So I can see how they're trying to push like the green purple discard with like the Prince John, and maybe with that card it could work.
Also, this applies to your own characters too, but I just
Yeah.
don't see how you profit from that right now.
Yeah. Like I'm trying to think like what's the earliest you can get this to work? It would be like turn 3 Prince John, turn 4 like that new Yzma,
The
like the
Yzma,
3/3, yeah.
draw 3 with
But
it, and then
the
shift
thing
or
is, like,
something.
oh yeah, yeah, but like I'm thinking like maybe you shift on it, and then you use this to like challenge something, and then you draw a card. I don't know that's like low key a pipe dream. I don't know if that's like
I feel like you're
realistic.
not like fighting for board well enough
Wait,
with that though.
Yeah.
this is not a May though, right? So like if
Hmm.
you play this and say you attack your opponent and your character is banished, then you have to do this whole thing.
Yes, for your
Yeah.
character.
That's kind of lame.
Yeah, it's mana
But I
star.
mean, it's like you wouldn't. I mean, this is evasive, so like this is kind of hard to kill in a challenge. Well, it's actually another character is banished, so it's not even herself. And then I guess Prince John is also, you're never gonna expose Prince John. So I think,
Oh wait, I guess
Yeah.
the other thing you could do with this, talking to Josie's point about like, yeah, it applies to your own characters. Like, you could play one of those cards that are in purple that like you don't discard cards, right?
Oh,
Whether
there
it's
is a
like,
card like that. Oh, which
well,
card is it? I
there's
forgot.
two now. I think there's
Magic Head
Croc
Dispel.
and then there's Magic Dispel. I think there's a new
Oh,
Croc that also is like that. Although I don't know if it's the right
It's-
colors.
I don't like where this is
Yeah, it
going.
is.
yeah,
Magic
yeah. I
Dispel
don't like
is-
where this is
It's,
going.
it's a lot to set up, but
These are
just
cringe.
yeah.
Yeah. No, this is super cringe. I don't think this card's playable. Too much setup. It's a red for me.
Yeah, and I just feel like with this card, people are gonna get confused maybe in the beginning that it also applies to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it does
So-
apply to them.
Dude,
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
know, but it's just like that's not something like super intuitive. I feel like I would never think, oh shoot, my character is Spanish and I have to do this whole
Yeah.
action of returning it and then discarding.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like if this card was a shift 4, it'd be a little bit better. Just like a tiny bit better. Maybe playable.
When would you shift it?
Like
What are the good
turn 4.
Yzmas?
After you use morph.
Oh, two cost Yzma.
You also have morph.
Morph then, yeah. Then you would do morph, I
Oh,
think.
morph. Oh, yeah, that makes total sense.
But make this a
actually.
shift 3 instead.
No, I mean, you still need to set up the Prince John. I think that's where this card shines, with the Prince
Yeah.
John specifically. It's like banish, draw a card. Isn't there a card like that? Banish something, get to draw a card. Oh, Queen of Hearts.
Mm.
But that's when you challenge. It's even better.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah.
yeah,
this
yeah.
card's
Queen of
so
Hearts
clever.
is nuts.
We're playing Queen Hearts. Anyway, okay, next.
Next card.
Kronk. 5 uninkable. Oh, this is a translation. Ward. If an effect would cause you to discard. Okay, it has ward. That's it.
No. Then there's the
There's the
following effect.
Magicka Dispel thing, yeah.
Yeah, the magical dispel thing.
So okay. Ward. If an effect would cause you to discard 1 or more cards, don't discard any. 4/4 and quest for 2.
I mean, is that card ever relevant?
I
Synergy
don't
with
the
these,
really
second
remember?
like the uninkable.
Inkable, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it has
Mm-hmm.
ward, so that's fun.
Yeah.
Just leave
It
it
does
there.
help in purple green because I feel like a lot of the characters we play in green purple, they're not like strong bodies. So at least it's a 4/4.
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably get to quest for 2 with this one. It's the kind of same thing about the Ward Prince Philip or whatever that saw a little bit of play.
What's the guy with the sword or whatever? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
3 mana 3/2 quest for 2 ward. Something like that.
Oh, I'm thinking about the 5 for 4/4 quest for 2. What's that guy's name? Evasive?
Oh, Dawn Carnage.
Oh, Don
Don
Carnage or whatever.
Carnage, bro. I'm like, dude, I'd rather play Don Carnage like over this card.
True.
Yeah. Or even Ray, man. You remember Ray?
Yeah,
Three
yeah,
quest for
of
Oh
2.
course.
god, Ray.
Yeah, this card is enough for me though. I think it's unless there's like some heavy discard coming back, I'm not playing this card.
But even like against heavy discard, I feel like you're getting discarded before you can even play this card.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, your hands are
Yeah,
all
this
gone
is
by
way
then.
too late. I would rather Magic at Dispel if it really came down to it. And she's
This card
inkable
makes
at
no
least.
sense. Yeah. Body's okay though. That's the main
Yeah.
thing. Main saving grace. Okay. Red.
Yep. Oh.
Next.
Ooh. A 4-cost inkable. Which one is this one?
This is a queen.
Oh, the queen. Okay.
Mhm.
Exert put 3 cards from an opponent's discard to the bottom of their deck to gain 3 lore. If you choose a princess card, gain 4 lore. It's a 4/3 quest for 1.
Thoughts?
That's a lot of
I
lore.
like it.
I
I know.
like
It's
the
so
lore.
I like
like
the
the
lore.
lore.
Look at Ed's face. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna build a deck
Yeah.
around it and make it work.
So conditional.
Wait,
I
do you
mean-
have to put something back? Like, let's say you put nothing back. Do you still gain the lore?
Well, I mean, this
Well, it
is the
doesn't say up to
translation,
3
right?
cards, right? That sounds more like a cost.
Yeah, I think the
I think
Yeah, what's the
perhaps
word,
it's
exact
cost.
wording? Dude, like if you play this in Blurple, like turn 3 this, oh my god, so crazy. Every turn you just gain 3 lore. Like that'd be crazy.
It also requires your opponent to have 3 cards in their discard, right?
I think it's
No,
a
does
cost, not a. I think it's a cost, not like a, whatever the alternative is. So I think you
Yeah.
have. I think that's the only way that makes sense, right? Otherwise, you're right. It's like way too strong.
Unfortunately, we don't have the like official translation yet. This is the German one. German one, yeah.
I mean, this
Yeah.
hard counters that glass slipper deck you guys were.
Oh no, not our
Right.
glass slipper deck.
Yeah.
Oh
No, I
no,
was gonna
the
play him as
glass
that champs.
slipper.
Yeah.
Yeah, this card is
I
kind of
feel like
unplayable.
it would be too good if it wasn't a
Oh,
cost.
it's just like no matter what, yeah. Choose
Mhm.
3 cards from an opponent's discard and place it to the bottom.
And also, I think if it was like not a cost, they would phrase it as like up to 3 cards. Although, again, this is a translation,
Sure.
so we don't know
Oh,
the
if
phrase.
it lives,
but
they
you
put
know how, like-
APL to the bottom. And how far?
Who cares about that?
true.
But I think the
That's
main
true.
thing is like, you know how Lorcana's like do as much as you can. So maybe do you think this is one of those scenarios where it's like, you know, how you can storm yourself even though there's like no cards on the board, or like use popsicle?
That'd be a little too good.
I see. Yeah.
Like if that was the case, would this card be good?
I mean, it would be like the highest statted
3
like,
quester.
3 quester ever, right? I'm trying to
Yeah, that'd
think
be
if there's a
insane.
better
Like you
comp.
compare this like goat But I think I also said this like in like 20 lore or whatever. It's like if you compare this to Goat, the problem with this card is it requires like some kind of setup, right? Like you actually can expose yourself for a turn. Versus Goat is like you instantly gain 3 lore like no matter what. So
But the upside
I
here in a more aggressive deck is crazy.
yeah, I mean play it on turn 4 and like if you do the thing and they don't banish it. Or you
Or you get a princess.
you play red purple with Fan the Flames OTK. Remember that? But this is guaranteed, right?
Yeah, I think it's got to be a cost.
Yeah. Like imagine you have like 4 copies of Fan the Flames.
Yeah, okay, so
And you
if
play,
it's a
yo.
cost, I say red. If it's not a cost, I say green.
Yeah, if it's not a cost, I think this might be the most broken card in the entire game. Like low key.
So we still haven't gotten to Sapphire yet.
No,
No, but I mean this card can gain like dude, this card can gain like 15 lore in one turn. Hello?
But you have to
On
exert
turn
it.
5. Yeah, and then you fan the flames or like whatever LeFou and then you just go beep 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 and you just go crazy, right?
Oh, I
it's
see.
gotta
I see.
be. It's gotta be a cost. There's just no way it's not.
Wait, it's just a symbol, right? Like the exert symbol. You turn it sideways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Okay. Then yeah.
Yeah. I'm calling right now. Look, the Queen LeFou fan the flames OTK.
You could have
They're
done that.
coming.
You could have done that with any 3 lore character.
No, you can't. No, this it's
'Cause you can't-
because it's not gain lore.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, this is an exert
'Cause
for
it's
that fact.
exert.
And with Bruno, it's like you needed to like set it up right and like have good memory and stuff. And dude, I think that's like another like I have a tangent. Like, why can we not take notes in this game? Like, I feel like that's so stupid. Like, just like give us the ability to take notes. I know there's some people where it's like, oh, you know what you can do? Like, you can have your ink in different places to start memorizing what card you have at the top of your deck.
Yeah.
So like, let's say you have 15 places on your ink that you can put your ink at. So you can just like put the ink in that slot, and then now you can memorize what the top card of your deck is if you've seen it before, but you don't want to memorize. Yeah, thoughts?
I think. I mean, in Magic,
You know
you
what I'm
can
saying?
note take, right? Like in
Yeah,
Magic, I'm
but
pretty sure I've seen it where you see someone's hand and you immediately just write down the cards.
yeah, even Yu-Gi-Oh, I think you can note take too.
Wait, actually?
But I think so, or maybe I don't know if they changed it, but back in the day, I think you could note take. But I think now, like Lorcana, I think it kind of penalizes people. Like, you know, you don't have to develop the skill right to note take. That's kind of a. I feel like that shouldn't be part of the game, but yeah. But anyways, so yeah, with the cost, I think it's unplayable. Without the cost, I think it's like potentially the most insane card in the whole game.
There's gotta be a cost.
We'll revisit it whenever we get the
Yeah, we'll
retranslation.
revisit.
Yeah,
We're gonna unbox some set 7 and then it'll be so sad.
true.
I'm
Should we
excited for
Once you
that.
read
stream
Actual
us
fact.
unboxing?
Oh, let us
Yeah,
know in the
the
comments.
content.
Do you want us to have some unboxing content? Alright, we're
Yeah.
down.
Okay.
Okay.
Next. Oh yeah, I was talking about this. 7 cost uninkable Donald Duck, 5/6. Your opponent needs 25 lore. I was thinking like the only reasonable way to play this card is Blurple. Like you go like ramp and then you play like Donald Duck, the 5 cost one, and then you ramp into this Donald Duck. And I think it's actually quite scary, right? Because that Donald Duck can quest for 2, and then this Donald Duck can quest for 3. Like, how does any aggro deck deal with this card? Like it's like super Pirate's Life, right? In a way, against aggro decks. Thoughts?
Yeah,
I
it's like
feel like
2.5 Pirate's Life of anti-reach. Pretty good. Pretty good.
I do feel like in a lot of games that I play against hyper aggro, I usually just need like another turn to like take back control. So like making them have to go to 25 lore like is game changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're
And this
always
goes
at
for
like
3,
turn
so
6, you know, where they're like, okay, they're gonna win because like I'm at turn 6, I need to be at turn 7 or something.
Mhm. It's like B prep, kind of, but for lore.
Yeah.
Like you control their board, then you play Donald Duck. Yeah, like Actually, this card can also help you catch up, right? It also quests for 3. So and like if you're like challenging your Donald Duck, I think it's also very relevant that this thing has like 6 health, right? Because like let's say you decide to quest with it, then they're also taking off a lot of like lore power to kind of take this card out, right? So
I think
I
they
think
need to
this card
spend
is
at least
actually
4
good.
lore. Yeah, they need to spend at least 4
Yeah.
lore of opportunity cost to take this card out.
And usually they don't have that much like strength. I guess they have like goat and stuff, so maybe that's like the only kind of one.
Like the
And
best way they would do
ramping
it
their
is
goat.
like the best way they would do it, which would be like I guess perfectly efficient, is double Calhoun.
Yeah. But I think in general though, like the way I envision this card is like you leave it until you win the game. So you just leave it upright, never expose it. And usually
Mhm.
aggro decks actually don't have any ways to deal with it. So I can see how like this card might be funny if you go like you play Shark and then this card in like Pirate's Life and like you really have like the super lore control. It's like a lore control deck,
Jeez.
right?
Red purple.
Right, purple lore control, yeah.
I mean, what if they like spam the board and just did strength on you?
Yeah, that would be GG.
Yeah, they'd be unfortunate, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like kind of hard though. It has 6, man. 6 is kind of big.
I mean,
6?
Triple Daisy, Cindy, Calhoun, Smee, strength.
6? That means I'm literally doing nothing for the first 6 turns. Like there's literally no way, right? Like literally.
Something else went wrong.
There's literally no way.
Triple 1 drops all the way there.
Yeah.
Like you played Sail the whole way to get to 7.
Yeah. I think this card is actually kind of potentially meta defining if like aggro decks like actually become very popular. Like I can see this card being really good.
But I do agree. It seems like the most intuitive deck to put this in is Blurple at the moment.
Yeah. Lurple or like some kind of red purple like Shark APL Donald Duck deck. That's like the other kind of thing that I see is like kind of hard to deal with actually. Like how does like aggro decks deal with that? Like if you can survive until Shark and you play turn 7 Donald Duck sing APL, like what do you do? You're super cooked.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's definitely tough.
Yeah. No, I think this card's really good actually. I would say if like the removal cards are kind of out of the format, I think this is probably one of the best cards in the set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope it gets a
Playable.
enchanted.
Good.
Yeah. Wait, don't they already have all the enchanteds revealed?
No,
they?
I think they're missing one for each color still.
Oh,
There's usually
this would be a
2
sick
per color,
enchanted, yeah.
right, Josie?
3 per
3
color.
per
It's
color?
3 per color.
Oh,
yeah,
they're
it's
missing
18
2 per
right
color
now.
then. They've only released 1 per color.
Are they still doing like
Oh.
two characters and 1 non-character?
I think so.
And like different rarities, right?
Yeah. Hey, have you
Or
guys
it's
seen a
like random
location
rarities.
That's that.
in this
That's
set?
a thing? Okay.
Are there any locations in the set?
No, they're not. I think
I
the
haven't
dev
seen it
team
yet.
said there's no locations this
Oh
time.
wow.
The
So it sounded like a
locations
good
are
set.
so cringe. True.
Enchantments will be good.
Says the person that won, you
Mhm.
know, the North American Continentals with library locations.
Oh, that's true, huh? I feel like every other location is kind of cringe though, because
Oh,
you
okay.
don't get like the card draw. You don't get the card draw. That's the problem. Like
Texas with Queen's
locations are just
Castle.
like minus.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
that one
I'm
has card
saying.
draw.
Does the
But that one has
person
card draw
play
too.
Queen's Castle?
But that one's card draw too. I think that's why like
Yeah.
card draw cards are at least okay, right? Like the other ones are just cringe.
And then what was the blue location one? Australia.
McDuck.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
there's more than
Arguably.
18. Wait,
You're talking the Enchanted?
no, it's 18. Oh, I think someone sent a thing, but it seemed wrong.
18 enchanted. 6
I think it's
3
still
color.
18. But some of them
Oh.
are the dual.
Oh, the
color.
mix. Oh, yeah. How do
Yeah,
they
so
count
then-
that?
Ones.
Because someone put, I think Glass Slipper is 208, and that's 4th down for the enchanted, and it's an amber color. So there might be a
Oh.
yeah. So there are dual color enchanted. So then this makes like putting my master set together really annoying, and I'm sure
I
a
just
lot
did
of
it by
people feel
number.
the same way.
No, my
By
card
number, yeah.
organization is just totally screwed now.
I do it by number, but it's still
Yeah, then you'll be
annoying.
okay.
It's like when they put the green
The
stitch
stinky stitch. Oh my god.
in amber, and I'm
Please,
like, what
man.
is going on?
How they gotta do that? They just had
I
to
know,
be
so
so
rude.
cute. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, next card.
Okay, next.
Oh, it is okay. I think Josie would need to do it
Oh,
this time, right?
no. I think it's Chris. I vote Chris.
No, I feel
Let's
like
vote. Ready? Okay, red for
Okay,
Josie,
Chris.
green for Chris. Okay, ready?
Oh wow.
Red for Josie.
You can't vote for yours.
Oh, we got 3 reds. All
Wait,
men,
but we don't know
obviously.
what.
Let's see Ed's.
Yeah.
Yeah, red.
Also,
Is it
we don't know what Brian voted. Brian probably voted green. Just saying. Right. No, he
No,
voted
red.
green.
Okay, Josie, outro.
And that's the end of our purple card review. Make sure to subscribe and like us and leave comments below.